So hello guys, and welcome back to another video in our channel. In our video today we are going to look a brief outlook on the game that ended 2-3 in favor of Chelsea when Chelsea travelled away at Luton. So away at Luton has not been an easy fixture for most Premier League teams, as teams are finding it quite difficult to go away at Luton and get the 3 points. Chelsea actually were in a comfortable 3-0 lead until they decided to throw the game away. So Mauricio Pochettino started with this lineup, with Broja leading the line and Nicholas Jackson starting as the left winger. Noni Madueke made his first Premier League start, with Malo Gusto starting at right back. Enzo Fernandez was back in the substitution bench, and this was predominantly Pochettino's lineup in this game. Now, the first talking point about this game is Cole Palmer. Cole Palmer is showcasing his strength, his ability to become one of the best reliable players for Chelsea this season. Cole Palmer managed to score 2 incredible goals and made the assist for the third goal, showcasing his excellent talent on the pitch. Noni Madueke rewarded the coach with his start in the Premier League by scoring a wonderful goal. He's showcased his excellent dribbling, though I felt him quite light in defensive situations since Gusto was always overloaded. Petrovic also had an incredible game, made some key saves for Chelsea, but again, the entire team let him down, especially during the defensive situations. Thiago Silva also had a great game and made more than 12 clearances in one match. Now, before we even begin our analysis today, I'd like you to kindly do not forget to subscribe to our second channel, Talk Football TY Clips. Here you'll be able to see in-depth match analysis on teams such as Liverpool, Manchester City, United, Spurs, and teams across Europe. Do not forget to subscribe. Now, this game showcased another underbelly for Mauricio Pochettino. He did not make subs immediately, and this actually led to him almost losing 2 points away at Luton. Also, this showcased another key problem at Chelsea, and that is their defense. Chelsea are leaking goals here and there, and I've talked about this before. Thiago Silva, after the end of the match, had these comments to say. He says, "In a highly competitive league, it is the details that secure the points. I just didn't want to spend my new year like I did Christmas. Sorry." This showcases his elite mentality and his reason towards the success of Chelsea. Mauricio Pochettino's team have been facing set pieces and crosses from the wide areas, and this has been a problem for Chelsea. So I want to dedicate this video to detail how Chelsea are suffering from corners and set pieces, since this is how majority of low blocks teams affect Chelsea. Do not forget to like, share, and subscribe to our channel for more videos like this. So I will begin my analysis on why Chelsea have a lot of defensive issues in their team. So in the tactical board, you can see how Chelsea organizes itself with set pieces, 2 center backs, a striker defending the near post. We have 3 markers, right back defending just high ahead, 1 midfielder trying to prevent a short corner, and 2 players in the ready for the counter attack. But the problem with Chelsea is that the far post area is usually vacated. Now, teams have known that one player blocks the goalkeeper and prevents him from coming out to claim the cross. And elite set piece takers try to aim the ball at Chelsea's far post, where runners run from deep and come and have an easy tap in down the far post. And this is a problem that Chelsea have faced, not only in set pieces such as corners, but also in set pieces such as free kicks. We've seen teams such as Newcastle and Brentford aim for the far post area where Marc Cucurella is supposed to be marking, where they aim to whip in crosses in those far areas and have runners from deep to launch forward into this space vacated into this far post space. So you'll find a runner positioning himself out of the line and making these far runs from deep where he can receive the ball and head it towards goal. And I'm going to show you how this has happened at Chelsea through the various clips I'm going to show you. So Anthony Barry had come up with a solution to help Chelsea in these problems. However, I want you to see how teams have been exploiting this. So the first clip here you see is Brentford, and Brentford are having those long throw-ins that they normally have. Chelsea's back four is so wide, and you can see Cucurella has been overloaded rather than Sterling, who should come deep and try to help Cucurella. So Gallagher is late in tracking Mbeumo, who is making an easily free run at the half space, and you can see the distance between Mbeumo and Thiago Silva. So Gallagher is slow to cover this space in between Cucurella and the fullback, and Mbeumo whips in an excellent cross in the box. Now here you can see that Reece James is now being overloaded with two players, since Thiago Silva is shifting to try to cross this place, and here you can see a simple cutback, and Brentford actually should have scored this goal, but Robert Sanchez managed to defend this goal quite easily. Here again, Brentford have identified Chelsea's set-piece weakness in the far post and are going for the long throw. You can see how Chelsea's far post has been overloaded. So they go for a short throw. Mbeumo comes in. You can see Raheem Sterling is ball watching. Cucurella wants to go after the ball. So Cucurella is dragged out for the ball. The pass is played towards the half space, and now the center back has to come across to try to shift. Now Mbeumo has time and space to make a cross in the far post. Now Brentford's defenders moves from out to in, goes towards the far post and scores an easy tap-in against Chelsea, and Brentford go 1-0 up. So the main aim of teams is that they have realized that their main aim is to overload Chelsea's wide areas, especially during set pieces, looking for the far post area, because they believe that the far post area is not quite guarded by Chelsea. Now I want to show you another clip from another game. Now this is the aerial view. You can see how Chelsea's back four is spread across. Now you can see very well that Cucurella is now going to have to come out and try to prevent the cross. Gallagher has been held back, and Raheem Sterling, who was supposed to be tracking back, has not tracked back. So Mbeumo is attacking this half space area, and Conor Gallagher now has to leave his player to try and come and cover this position. Mbeumo is quick enough from Conor Gallagher, and you can look at the far post area and you can see that Reece James is being overloaded with three players. Thiago Silva and Disasi are marking no players, and Brentford are attacking Chelsea's far post. So the cross comes in, and Brentford already have an overload in the far post area, and now they have a tall, strong centre back who can head the ball in goal, and Brentford score easily. So the set piece area that Chelsea have been struggling with is defending the far post, and this is something that even Newcastle exploited. Let's see also from this clip again, and you can see that Disasi was having his marker, but Reece James was being overloaded with two players, and of course Cole Palmer cannot cover such a tall, strong centre back. Here again, we have Newcastle. You can see Kylian Trippier is trying to make that overlapping run. So look at Joel Linton. Joel Linton together with Gordon are trying to move to try and overload Reece James. Here, Newcastle are taking a short free kick. You can see how they have overloaded Cucurella in the far post with two players. So now Cucurella at this position cannot see who is preventing from scoring the goal, but now Cucurella cannot fight against these two centre backs, and Newcastle easily score the second goal. So this is the problem that Chelsea have been facing during set pieces. Teams are trying to isolate Chelsea's fullbacks in a 2v1 situation with aerially dominant centre backs. Here again is the game against Tottenham. You can see Chelsea are trying to to defend a set piece from Tottenham. Look at the position of Eric Dier. Eric Dier is starting quite deeper and is starting quite wide. So the ball is being played. So once the ball has been crossed, is that because Dier moved quite quickly enough. But this is the tactic that teams have been employing. So Dier is trying to make that far post run. Chelsea's centre-backs fail to win their 1v1 duel and the ball falls to Eric Dier. Look at the space that Eric Dier is having in the far post area. Eric Dier receives the ball and immediately scores the ball at the top corner of Chelsea's net. Luckily for Chelsea, this was deemed offside, or else they would have easily dropped all 2 points against Tottenham, against 9-men Tottenham, and Eric Dier scores the goal. But Chelsea were lucky because it was offside. So the clear pattern here is that teams are trying to overload Chelsea's back post.